Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's build, we're building here in Sulani, and I haven't built here in so long. I think the last time I built here, at least on the channel, was for a collaboration that I did last summer, which is crazy that we're already coming up to summer. I mean, I know we still have to have spring first, but the weather's already changing. I live here in California, so the weather's always typically very nice, but it's been warm the last couple of weeks, which is so weird because we're just at the beginning of March now, and it's normally very cold in February. And not gonna lie, it's been cold, but like I said, the last couple of weeks have been warm, so it's just getting me really excited for spring and for summer and just what's to come later this year. And since I do leave the floor plan in this build, I figured I would give you guys a little story time, a little snippet on my personal life. I do have a little bit of a big announcement, but it doesn't really have anything to do with this channel, so don't get too ahead of yourself. It's not like a save file or anything. As much as I would love to have a save file, and I personally love when people make save file videos, that's not what this is going to be about. I'm sorry, but I'm sure one day I'll do a save file, okay? I don't want to say never, but that's not what I'm talking about. So anyway, this summer, I'm actually going to be having a baby, which is really crazy. My husband and I were very excited. We weren't necessarily trying. We were actually kind of trying to wait a little bit because we do currently live with my in-laws, so we live with his parents, and I just felt like getting pregnant and having a baby here is just a lot. I always imagined us having our own space, whether it's a home, apartment, whatever. I always imagined us having our own space before we have a family, but it's just the market is insane right now. There's no way we can buy a home. I mean, it's just insane, especially in California. We live in the Bay Area, which is one of the most expensive parts of the state, so it's there's no way that's gonna happen. And I just didn't want to take over my in-laws' space. My father-in-law is retiring this year, and my mother-in-law is an accountant, and it's tax season right now for her. And so it's just not that it wasn't bad timing, because I feel there's never a quote-unquote great time to have a baby. You're just never going to be ready until it happens to you, and that's exactly how we feel. Like I said, we kind of wanted to wait a little bit, at least till we were closer to the point of being able to buy a house. That's not going to be happening. So especially, I don't think it'll happen this year. I just don't see the market crashing. It's definitely slowing down, but I still think it's going to be a while before it crashes. So we're still going to be here for a while. But anyway, it happened kind of out of nowhere. It's super crazy. We found out at the end of December. So we've known for a while, and then we told our family shortly after. We kind of told them on the earlier end, but it's hard to keep it a secret when you live with your family. I'd have to be taking phone calls with my doctor and going to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So we wanted to tell them, and obviously too, our families are so excited. This is going to be the first grandchild on both sides. Both of our brothers are going to be uncles for the very first time. We both just have one brother, so it's just a first for everything, kind of everyone right now, and it's just a very exciting time. But with that being said, I kind of need to figure out what I'm doing with my channel. So I'm keeping my channel. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. I just am gonna definitely need to take some time off, at least a month, I'm assuming, from the channel. So I kind of want to pre-record videos, but I have plenty of time to pre-record videos, but it's just a matter of practicality if I get around to it. I still have lots of time. We're not due until the end of August, so I have many months, but it's just something that I have to plan for. So I'm hoping that I have pre-recorded videos. Maybe in the first month, I'll just take the first month off, or I'll take off the first couple of weeks, and then I'll just upload, still just once a week on my normal Mondays, unless there's some day that works better, but I'm still thinking just once a week. And because honestly, for me now, even, and I don't even have a kid, this is the perfect amount of times that I can upload in a week, because I do work full time. I actually work 2 different jobs, but they kind of equal out to full time. So I am just already kind of overloaded as it is, and I don't know what's practical. So Anyway, that'll be for a later video. I'll definitely update you guys, most likely here on the channel, if not on my Instagram. I don't really know if I'm gonna really say much on Instagram about being pregnant, because this is really my main source, or this is like my main priority, is the channel, not so much the Instagram. I mean, of course I promote my videos on there, but anyway, I don't really know what I'm saying. That's one thing, is like pregnancy brain is real. I literally lose my train of thought so quickly, and I already did prior to being pregnant, so it's even worse now. But anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys. Just wanted to update you. I'll keep you guys updated though when I figure out kind of like what I'm gonna do with my schedule here on YouTube and stuff. But I'm not getting rid of my channel. Don't worry. I almost made it sound like I don't know what I'm gonna do with my channel. Like, I'm gonna keep it, obviously. But anyway, we are done with the floor plan now. So I've rambled through that, which was kind of the point, but as you can see, this is gonna be a very vibrant build, and of course I feel like that just makes sense for Sulani. Any like tropical kind of setting, I feel like can come hand in hand with like nice and vibrant colors, saturated colors, good contrast. So that's what I was going for here. And as you can see, we use these yellow cabinets from, not Cottage Living, what's that from? The Country Kitchen Kit. And we pair them with the appliances from Jungle Adventure. And okay, the chairs. The chairs, I want to say, was from a base game update, but for whatever reason, they just, to me, they always look like they belong in the Jungle Adventure pack. But like I said, I'm like 99% sure, maybe like 98% sure that they're from a patch update that we had some time ago. This is, I don't know, several months ago. We had this patch update and it came with lots of other items as well, but I just love those chairs and I'd never use them. I've used them maybe a handful of times. I don't even know if they've ever made it on the channel though. I've used them in my personal time of building, but ever since I've had my channel, I feel like we've since had that update. So anyway, not that it totally matters, but anyway, I feel like the colors, the blue and the yellow, just totally tie in the blue and the yellow that goes throughout the rest of this like kitchen down here. And I just love the setup of the kitchen with the nice big windows and the slider over here. And then we still have some island chairs, which is like super nice. I don't know. I love it. But I was thinking very specifically about this build. I didn't want to make it like a tropical family home because I feel like I make so many family homes, which I will continue to do because it's one of my favorite types of builds, but I didn't want to title it something like that. So I was thinking, okay, let's give this family a story. Let's give them a more specific scenario. So I was thinking that this would be a single father's home and he's raising 3 girls. So I'm going to call it something along those lines, whether it's like single dad raising girls in Sulani or single dad raising 3 girls. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a very specific build because, you know, we're here in Sulani. It's a very island living-esque, in my opinion. When I think of like Hawaii or just any like tropical setting, I do think of these very vibrant colors, but also along with some neutrals, you know, like we've got some nice wood tones in here as well. So it kind of carries throughout the entire build, especially the downstairs. Once we get upstairs into the bedrooms, there's always a little bit more personality when it comes to my builds in the bedrooms. They don't always necessarily like perfectly match the downstairs, but the downstairs is definitely very island living. I think it just goes so well here in Sulani because, again, I just think vibrant colors and just, I don't know. I love the color, and I did actually move in the appropriate family here. I moved in a single dad with 3 girls. They're all just child sims that I imagine living here, all of different ages. Maybe 2 of them are twins, but I was just thinking that they were all like, you know, kind of close in age. And I loved playing here. It was so much fun. And I actually did have this family have a dog. So there is a pet food bowl in the screenshots. I don't think I actually placed it on camera here because when I moved in the family, I completely forgot to place that. So, which is surprising because I placed a mailbox and a garbage can, which are the 2 things that I often forget. So, but I did end up placing a food bowl. So I was just kind of thinking it's a single dad with 3 girls and maybe a dog or something. But as you can see, we're pretty much done furnishing like the entryway, and we're definitely done furnishing the kitchen. And now we are into the living room. And again, we use lots of blues and yellows, and I don't know what it is. I mean, teal is one of my favorite colors, and I'd say that the couch here, which is from, I think, Paranormal Stuff Pack, is close to teal, but it's a little off. But anyway, teal and yellow, or just like blue and yellow, for whatever reason, I'm very drawn to in The Sims, and I don't know what it is. And the combination of the two go really well together. I don't know if it's just because there's lots of items in the game that come in like blue and yellow swatches that actually like go together, that are supposed to be part of a set. But we just use lots of blue and yellow down here, especially in the kitchen. But we do use it a lot here in the living room too. So I don't know, there's just something there with blue and yellow for me in my head. But as you can see, we make it very colorful. It might not be for everyone. Like, this might not be everyone's personal style, but I just think it goes so well here in Sulani. I'm not going to stop saying it, apparently. But I didn't really think too much about the personality traits of the Sims that would be living here. Although I was thinking that the dad does has some kind of aquatic job, whether he's a diver or a fisherman or he's a marine biologist. I think kind of in order to be able to support 3 girls and be a single dad and have a dog, food gets expensive. I was thinking that maybe a higher paying job would be more ideal, but of course you can work your way up the ladder with any of those jobs, but especially a marine biologist, if you were to have your Sim go to college prior or go to college while he's here raising his girls on his own, he could definitely make some good money and be able to support everyone here in the household. So I was just kind of thinking something along those lines, mostly just because they have this waterfront property. Like, why not take advantage of that? I'm assuming that this Sim really likes living here on the island and just really enjoys the outdoors and the water especially. And that's kind of what I was thinking for him. But when it comes to the 3 girls that I imagined living here, I didn't think too much about personality traits. I mean, I was thinking maybe like one of them's a child of the ocean and one of them's like a child of the islands or something like that. So they can summon like spirits and things like that. I'm pretty sure that's something like that. And then child of the ocean, I really do like the idea of that trait. The only thing that I don't really care for is that they get sad when they eat fish, which I totally get, because the whole point of that trait is so they feel like one with the ocean and one with all the creatures in the ocean. So, they don't want to like kill the fish in there. But I just love the idea of like this dad going out and fishing or like shopping for fish, like fresh fish from the island, and cooking it up for his daughters and just having like this nice fresh meal. But I just hate when they get sad, and I totally get it. So that's the only thing that's the only beef that I have with that specific personality trait. But I didn't think too much about their personalities. I was thinking maybe one of them is a little creative. So I do end up placing the activity table down here, which I always call the activity table something else. It's like an art, to me, it's more of an arts and crafts table, which is definitely what it is. They can do paintings and drawings on the table, and then they can also make crafts. But when I think of the activity table, I think of the one, I'm pretty sure it's from Parenthood or Kids Room Stuff, but it's like that like table that has like the Legos on it, like those building blocks. I think of that as being the activity table, but I'm pretty sure this is the activity table. So anyway, I placed one of those in here. So maybe one of the girls likes to draw or is super creative. Maybe she has a creative personality trait, but I was just thinking maybe she just likes to draw. Or maybe one of them wants to be a painter. I'm really not sure. It's totally up to you guys. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas there for you. But I don't believe, since we just popped upstairs super quick and now we're upstairs now, I didn't leave in the floor plan for the upstairs because I didn't even realize that I didn't create the floor plan upstairs until I hopped up here and I was like, oh, we did the floor plan downstairs, completely furnished it. So hopefully the stair placement works because I'm not redoing this. So I did the floor plan off camera because I was just really not sure what I was going to do. So we end up having 3 bedrooms up here. They all actually have ensuite bathrooms, which is really nice. If you guys have been around on the channel for a while, you know that I love a nice ensuite bathroom, especially for the adults or the parents in the home. I feel like they just deserve it. You know, they're the owners of the home. They kind of deserve to have their own space, especially when it comes to, you know, doing stuff in the bathroom. And it's just nice to be able to have like an ensuite bathroom. It's just right there. You don't have to share it with anyone, and you can kind of like do your own thing. You can get ready when you want, go to the bathroom when you want, and not have to worry about anyone, being like, hey, I gotta take a shower, I'm running late, or something like that. So we were able to do ensuite bathrooms for all of them. So very nice. And I think too, with 3 girls, ideally as they get older, and this doesn't actually happen in The Sims, but when they all start experimenting with makeup and hair and stuff like that, if that's what they're into, it's nice to have their own bathroom. So since, as you can see, we do have bunk beds in this room, I end up being able to do a shower tub combo, a toilet, obviously, or else it's not really a bathroom, and I end up being able to fit 2 sinks in here. So we do countertop sinks. There's one counter right in the middle for clutter and just whatever. So it's basically like a master bathroom, which is really nice, but I don't believe I left that in the build. I think I actually did those off camera, but you will see them in the screenshots. The bathroom, especially the one that is in the room with the bunk beds, is super cute. I love it. It's very pink, and it just totally ties in with the pink and the purple in that bedroom specifically. I just think it's really cute. But anyway, now we're into the second bedroom, which is for the 3rd child sim, and I was thinking that maybe this sim is slightly a bit older than the other 2. I think I mentioned it earlier, maybe the other 2 are twins, so that's why they share the room, but again, we only have 3 bedrooms up here, so we kind of had to work with the space that we had. But yeah, maybe this sim is slightly older, so that's why she gets her own room. And she has a little bit of a different style than the other 2. It's a little bit more mature, and I'd say a little bit more toned down with the color. It's very neutral, kind of airy and light in here. So I think that works well for this sim. Again, didn't think too much about the personality traits for any specific sim other than the dad, but she also gets her own bathroom, which is really nice. We do a shower tub combo in there as well. We just do 1 standing sink and then a toilet, of course. And you will also see that in the screenshots. And then now we've moved on into the father's bedroom, which is the master. And not that he's the master, but it's the master bedroom. I said that really weird. But I do end up placing a island living rug in this room. And I was looking at it before I was doing screenshots, like I was playtesting here and doing screenshots kind of at the same time. I was looking at it and I was like, this room doesn't feel island living, especially since I was thinking that this dad has some kind of outdoorsy water job. I feel like he needs something in here to tie in the whole island living feel. So I do end up placing a rug from Island Living, and it really ties in well with the colors and everything. So I think it goes well. But as you can see, we've jumped to the We've jumped to the exterior now. I was going to say outside and exterior and squish it into one word. But we end up cluttering it up. Not even clutter, it's just landscaping. We end up landscaping quite a bit. I wanted to use this fluffy bush here with the orange flowers, but I don't know, I just felt it looked slightly too manicured. And not to say that this yard is like out of control or anything, but I just wanted it to look a little bit more like unkept and like you don't need to tame it because it's just all wild plants growing. They weren't necessarily like placed here on purpose. They just kind of built the house around what was here, and that's what we got. So I ended up getting rid of it. We are actually getting close to the screenshots. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did watch this entire build, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell so you don't miss a video, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and on the EA gallery. This build will be available and up by the time you're watching this. And like I said, it's going to be called something like Single Dad Raising Girls in Sulani or something. So if you want to follow me over on those platforms, my name over there is Ashley Angelina, spelled with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina. And if you want to follow me over on Twitter, my name is Ashley Angelina, spelled with 2 Y's and just 1 A at the end of Angelina. And I hope to see you guys in a future build. Bye. can hear all the birds and the geese and stuff outside. How cute. Can you guys hear that? Probably not. Probably not. All I hear is white noise now, so anyway.